We continue now at the top of Daf Tzadi Amud Aleph Meseches Eruvin. This is Eruvin Daf 96a. The Gemara here is presenting another possible explanation and to understand the machlokas between the Tanna Kama and Rabbi Gamliel in terms of how much tefillin can you take at a time on Shabbos in order to protect them if you find them in a place where they're in danger. Or we could answer as follows. It could be that everybody agrees in order to be Yotzei, the mitzvah of tefillin, you don't need any kavana. Maybe the machlokas over here is, what do you need to do in order to transgress the Yisr of Baal Tosef of doing more than the mitzvah, adding on to the mitzvah? The Tanna Kama savar lav or misham Baal Tosef lo boy kavana. Tanna Kama holds that one can transgress Baal Tosef even without any kavana, so it would be a problem to wear a second pair of tefillin. Rabbi Gamliel savar, Rabbi Gamliel says lav or misham Baal Tosef boy kavana. When it comes to transgressing Baal Tosef as well, you need kavana, so the person can wear two tefillin at a time. It's not going to be an issue of Baal Tosef. And Rashi says, you're Yotzei the mitzvah without kavana. Ulinin Baal Tosef pligi. They're arguing about Baal Tosef. Latana Kama kiechi delinin mapik nafik linin Baal Tosef nami over. According to Tanna Kama, just like you're Yotzei the mitzvah without kavana, you also over Baal Tosef without kavana. Rabbi Gamliel lo mechaven le mitzvah lo over. Rabbi Gamliel says if you're not mechaven to do the mitzvah, you're not going to transgress the Yisr of Baal Tosef. And the Gemara suggests an alternative answer. If you want, I could say another answer. If we held that Shabbos is a time to wear tefillin, everyone would agree you wouldn't need kavana to transgress Baal Tosef. You would not need kavana to be Yotzei the mitzvah. The machlokas over here is, what about transgressing Baal Tosef when it's not the time for tefillin? Tanna Kama savar lo boy kavana. Again, the Tanna Kama says you can transgress without any kavana. Rabbi Gamliel savar lav or shelo bizmano boy kavana. Rabbi Gamliel says if you want to transgress Baal Tosef for wearing the tefillin on a day when there is no mitzvah of tefillin, you actually wouldn't need kavana. Rashi explains, certainly there'd be Baal Tosef automatically if Shabbos was his man tefillin. Ela Shabbos lavs man tefillin, who rather Shabbos is not a time for tefillin. Uvaha pligi, the Tanna Kama savar shelo bizmano nami afilu below kavana mitzvah vitosefes ima. According to Tanna Kama, even without any kavana, if you wear the extra pair of tefillin, it's Baal Tosef. Rabbi Gamliel shelo bizmano veinu meskaven ein kan remez mitzvah. According to Rabbi Gamliel, if it's not the right time for tefillin and you have no kavana, there's no hint of a mitzvah at all, vein kan tosefes, you wouldn't have a problem of Baal Tosef, so you can even wear two sets of tefillin. But the Gemara says, if so, Rabbi Meir, according to Rabbi Meir, who again the Gemara earlier has identified as the Tanna Kama as being Rabbi Meir, if so, according to Rabbi Meir, Zug Echad Nami Lo, you shouldn't even be able to wear one pair of tefillin, because the Tanna Kama holds without any kavan, it's not a Zman tefillin, you're over Baal Tosef, so even one pair is Baal Tosef, because you're wearing tefillin at a time that there is no mitzvah. Rashi says, Zug echad nami lo diyesh kan tosefes shemosif Shabbos al hachol lemitzvah tefillin. Even wearing one pair of tefillin, you're adding on to the mitzvah by saying that you're going to do it on Shabbos. V'yoden further, hayoshin b'shmini b'sukkah. Let's say somebody would sleep in the sukkah on the 8th day when there's no mitzvah sukkah. Yilke should get malchus automatically. Doesn't matter what your intention is. And Rashi explains, V'yod hayoshin b'shmini b'sukkah yilke demosif shmini ala shvi. Person's adding an 8th day to sukkah. V'anon meisav yasvinan b'shmini b'savik shvi lechatchila. We actually sit in the sukkah on the 8th day. Let's say we're not sure, 8th day or 7th day. We sit there as a suffix. Ela shelo bizmano below kavana lav tosefesu. Obviously, if it's not the right zman and you're having no kavana, that cannot possibly be a problem about Tosef. Ulachi sharinan dishmini hu lo mechaven lemitzvah sukkah. That's why it's permitted to sit in the sukkah on a day when we're not sure if it's the 7th day of Sukkot or the 8th day of Sukkot, because even if it is the 8th day of Sukkot, you simply will not have in mind, you're not going to have kavana. And the Gemara therefore says, rather you have to go back to the answer we gave originally. Rashi says, the machlokas between the Tanoim and our Mishnah is whether Shabbos is in fact a Zman Tefillin or not. That's why they argue whether you can only wear one pair of tefillin or you can even wear two pairs of tefillin to save the tefillin, two pairs at a time. Gemara says, Human shamat le Shabbos man tefillin. Now, who is the Tana that holds that Shabbos is man tefillin? Who says such a thing? Gemara says, Rabbi Akiva. It is in fact Rabbi Akiva de Tanya. We learned in a brisa. V'shamartu es hachuka hazos lamoadam miyamim yamima. It says you're going to keep this law. This is written by the parish of Kadesh Li Kol Bechor, which is one of the 4 parashios that mention tefillin. It's one of the 4 parashios that are within the tefillin. And it says this language of miyamim yamima, yamim velo leilos. We darshan, you wear tefillin during the day and not at night. Mi yamim velo kol yamim. You wear it some days, but not all days. Prat l'shabbosos v'yamim tovim divrei Rabbi Yossi Aglili. This comes to exclude Shabbos and Yontiv, according to Rabbi Yossi Aglili. So Rabbi Yossi Aglili clearly uses this pasuk to say that Shabbos is not a time to wear tefillin. Rabbi Akiva Omer, but Rabbi Akiva says, Lo nemar chuka zu ela linyan Pesach bilvad. This pasuk is not talking, we're not supposed to darshan it regarding tefillin. The chok we're talking about is Korban Pesach. And as Rashi here explains, El Linyan Pesach, the Ayri Bala El Mina, that's what the psukim a little earlier were talking about. V'hai miyamim yamima mishana l'shana, the mitargamina mizman l'zman. It means this chukah you're going to do, this chok of Korban Pesach, you're going to do every year, year to year. The word yamim yamima means from year to year. Alma midalo dorish Rabbi Akiva high krab tefillin. The point is, since Rabbi Akiva does not say this pasuk is talking about tefillin, shma mina desvirle laila v'Shabbos man tefillin. So it comes out that the nights, according to Rabbi Akiva, and Shabbos are all times to wear tefillin. To lo come and ma'it lukra. You don't have any exclusion from the pasuk. The whole exclusion comes from this pasuk, which Rabbi Akiva uses for Korban Pesach. The Gemara says, but okay, according to that which the Mishnah says, ha-Pesach v'ha-Mila mitzvah saseh, the Mishnah says that Korban Pesach and Mila are considered mitzvah saseh, lema de lo Rabbi Akiva, that would seem to not go like Rabbi Akiva. To eat Rabbi Akiva, came into Muki lo Pesach, because according to Rabbi Akiva, if he says this pasuk of Vishamarto es achuka hazos is referring to Korban Pesach, lav nami ika, that would mean there is a negative commandment, lav, by Korban Pesach, Kid Rabbi Avin Am Rabbi Loi, as Rabbi Avin said in the name of Rabbi Loi, Am Rabbi Avin Am Rabbi Loi, because Rabbi Avin said in the name of Rabbi Loi, Kol Mokom Shenemar Hishomer Pen Vial Einu Ela Belosa. Say anytime he uses the word Hishomer, pen or al, those are negative commandments, and it said in this pasuk Vishamarto es achuka, as a version of the word Hishomer, so it should be a losase, it should be a negative commandment. So the Gemara says Afilu Teim Rabbi Akiva. No, you could say that it even follows Rabbi Akiva, and it's still the Korban Pesach is only a positive commandment. Hishomer de lav, Hishomer de aseh. It depends on the context of the word Hishomer. If it's written by a lav, then it is negative. If it's written by a positive, it's a positive. Rashi says Hishomer de lav, Hishomer de aseh perish. Hishomer shelo saseh, meaning if you say, be careful, watch, guard yourself not to do such and such. Kagon Hishamer lecha pen tichros bris, Hishamer lecha pen tinakesh v'gomer, Hishamer benega hatzaras shelo yakutz ba'ara. So all of those are examples of the word Hishamer being used in the context of not to do something. That would be a negative. Hishamer de'asei kihai div'shamart esachuka. Here it's clearly positive. Keep the law of Korban Pesach in the positive, and so therefore in this particular situation it would only be a mitzvah saseh, it would not be a mitzvah lo saseh. So the Gemara says, "V'savar Rabbi Akiva Shabbos man tefillinu." Fine, but is it really true that Rabbi Akiva holds that Shabbos is a time to wear tefillin? Vatanya, we have a brisa which says, Rabbi Akiva says, "Yachol yaniach adam tefillin b'Shabbosos v'yamim tovim." I might think that a person should wear tefillin on Shabbos and Yontiv. Talmud lomer v'haya l'chol os al yodcho. It says that tefillin will be a sign on your hand. Mishet tzurichin os. And what does Rabbi Akiva say it means? It means that you wear tefillin in a situation where a sign is required. Yatsu elu, to exclude these days like Shabbos and Yontiv, shein gufanos, which these days themselves are already called an os, so you don't need to wear tefillin. Rashi says, Mishet tzrichin os, yamim sheYisrael tzrichin lahamid os al atzman, lahaker shemachzikim b'toraso shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The point of wearing the tefillin is you wear it on days when you need to have a sign for yourselves to show that you're strong in the Torah of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Yatsu Shabbosos v'yamim tovim. This would exclude Shabbos and Yontiv. Shein atzmanos ben HaKadosh Baruch Hu Yisrael. Shabbos and Yontiv is already an oath between HaKadosh Baruch Hu and Klal Yisrael. Tichsiv ki osi beini uveinechem. It says it's a sign between me and you. So you see clearly, Rabbi Akiva says that Shabbos and Yontiv are not times for wearing tefillin. So the Gemara says, Ella, rather, Hai Tana Hu the Tanya. The Tana who holds that Shabbos is a time for wearing tefillin is the following Tana in the following Brisa. Haneir B'layla, somebody who's awake at night, Ratza Cholet, Ratza Meniach. If he wants, he could take off tefillin. If he wants, he could wear tefillin. Devrei Rabbi Nosson, that's Rabbi Nosson's opinion. Yonasan Hakituni Omer, Yonasan Hakituni says, Ein Manichin Tefillin B'layla. He says, you do not wear tefillin at night. So the Gemara now infers midalayla l'tanakama zman tefillin from the fact that the first Tana Rabbi Nosson holds that nighttime is a time for wearing tefillin. Shabbos nami zman tefillin. We can understand that Shabbos also should be a time for tefillin. If already nighttime is a time for tefillin, so too Shabbos. Rashi says midalayla l'tanakama zman tefillin amalo darish miyamim yamima lemute leilos. You see, you don't have a drasha to exclude night to mukim l'kraba Pesach. Apparently, the pasuk is talking about Korban Pesach. Shabbos nami zman tefillinu me'ahu kra gufa memait Shabbos. That's the same exclusion of Shabbos, and he doesn't have it. This Tanakama doesn't have that exclusion. So apparently, the nighttime and Shabbos should be considered zman tefillin. Gemara says, "Dil masvir le laila zman tefillinu, Shabbos lav zman tefillinu." Says not necessarily. Maybe this particular Tana holds that the nighttime is a time for wearing tefillin, but Shabbos is not a time for tefillin. Da'ashamina leila Rabbi Akiva, because we do hear that Rabbi Akiva makes a distinction. Diamar laila zman tefillinu, Shabbos lav zman tefillinu. He actually says that laila is a time for wearing tefillin, and Shabbos is not a time for wearing tefillin. And Rashi over here explains, "V'dil masvir le laila zman tefillin, dilo darish miyamim yamima linyan tefillin." He doesn't have the drush of yamim yamima, so as far as laila is concerned, it's a time to wear tefillin. Aval Shabbos lav zman tefillin hu v'nafkalei mivahayel l'chalaos k'nafkalei l'Rabbi Akiva la'el. There's another reason to say that Shabbos is not a time for tefillin, because already Shabbos is already an os. That's what Rabbi Akiva said before. Temuki miyamim yamima lePesach delomim ha'it laila. Rabbi Akiva says miyamim yamima is talking about Korban Pesach. There's no exclusion for the night. Miyamim v'kamim ha'it Shabbos mivahayel l'chalaos. But we said already that Rabbi Akiva does exclude Shabbos from this other pasuk of v'hayel l'chalaos. So therefore, there could be a distinction between the nighttime and Shabbos. And so the Gemara tries to identify another Tana, Lahai Tana, who the Tanya, rather it is the Tana in the following Brisa that holds again that Shabbos is a time for wearing tefillin, because it says in the Brisa, Michal bas Kushi haisa menachas tefillin. Michal, this is the daughter of Shaul. Rashi says Kushi refers to Shaul because they call Shaul in Telem Kush ben Yemini. So Michal, she used to wear tefillin, v'lo michu b'chachamim, and the chachamim did not protest. V'yishto shel Yonah, and the wife of Yonah, that's the prophet Yonah. Haisa ola l'regel. She used to be ola l'regel. V'lo michu b'chachamim. And again, the chachamim did not protest. And the Gemara says, "Midelo michu b'chachamim." From the fact that the chachamim did not protest, al mokasavri mitzvah asay shelo azman grami. Doesn't that show that tefillin is a mitzvah asay that is not time bound? Meaning, it's something you can wear all the time. You can wear it at night. You can wear it on Shabbos, and that's why they didn't protest when Michal put on tefillin. Gemara says not necessarily. V'dilma savar law, and maybe this Tana holds, and we'll continue with this discussion in the next video on Daf Tzadi Vav Amud Beis.